Good morning, and thank you very much for having the candidates here on our first day of actual official campaign. My name is Pilar Turner, and I'm running for City Council because I'd like to see us have our fiscal responsible government. The City of Vero Beach is facing many challenges, not the least of is our high cost of our electric utility, an aging water and sewer utility, as well as high cost of our city government. I'm a Georgia Tech civil engineer with an MBA. I've served 3 years on the City Finance Commission, Vice President of the Taxpayers Association, and I'm currently on planning and zoning for the county. For the past 2 years, I've attended most of the City Council meetings and all the budget reviews. And it's become increasingly clear that we are making decisions without financial analysis. We have voted for Amtrak without saying, what is the station going to cost us? How are we going to maintain it in the long term? We've raised rates for utilities without any justification other than all that, oh, well, it's equal to the county rates. We rescinded the utility rates for water and sewer, although the system has no cash reserves. It's lost $1.2 million last year. Our maintenance costs are up 51%, and yet we're not raising the rates, and then we're looking at losing maybe 40% of our customers for Indian River Shores in the county. We can't continue to make decisions without doing a full financial analysis, and I believe I will bring this to the council. We must reduce the cost of our city government. The county has done a good job of giving directions to the county administration, county commissioners. Yet in the city, we've allowed the city to continue to direct the council. We have a unique opportunity this November with four council seats up for election, a new city manager, and a new finance manager to reshape the direction of Vero Beach. I ask for your vote for fiscal responsibility, less government, and cost reduction. Please vote Pilar Turner in November. Thank you.
I'm a new guy. I've only been here for about 4 generations, so most of you probably know me. Hey, darling, I didn't see you walk in. Craig Fletcher. First question, of course, is are you willing to sell or look into selling the utilities department? That's a big resounding yes. Duh. 30%, that doesn't take a real reasonable person to know that. But there has to be a plan. And guess what? I actually have a plan. I have a 12-page plan that I actually sat down with a friend of mine that's running a utility in Georgia. Used to be on the Public Service Commission in Georgia. We actually have over 12 pages of things, item by item, what you need to consider if you want to sell the plan. Now, Florida Power and Light, everyone's going off to them. The mayor goes talk to them. The county goes talk to them. Everybody goes to them. This is a business, folks. You get a committee together, no more than 5 people. No more than 5 people. Nobody talks to Florida Power and Light except those 5 people. Now, how do you start this? Really and truly, the very first thing you must do is give direction to the city staff. You control what happens in the city by policy statements. What a concept. City council absolutely must have a vote to yes, we're going to sell the utilities. Okay, once that is out, that means that's the policy, and staff's job is to implement that policy. No more salvaging the plant. You now go into selling the plant. You put the committee together. You put the plan together. And you go by the plan to see if you have to have something to measure whether or not your plan was successful. And you don't sell it if it's not going to make sense. Like you start off with, well, you break it down, do we want to sell the power plant? Okay, that's one issue over here. Well, do you want to sell the production of the electricity capability? Do you want to turn that over for our power and light? Do you want to sell the property? No, I don't want to sell the property. I don't mind if they run that as a plant, but that property is worth a whole bunch of money. If you sold that property for $3 million, we'll say, how long do you think that would last on a city council meeting? You lease that property. If Power and Light, Florida Power and Light, or somebody wants to use that, that's fine. Let them run it. But you lease the property to them. That's a steady income back into the general fund. That's just one side of it. You have to have a plan.
15 seconds.
15 seconds.
Make a plan.
I have been on every bloody committee, as most of these people in here can tell you, in the county. I know how the county works and what it takes to get it done. And I'll tell you what, I'm the only guy in the state that had the backbone to vote against the Dodger deal, which all of us are still paying for the next 25 years. I've got the guts and I can do the job.
Thank you all for having me this morning. My name is Dick Kennedy. I'm also a candidate for City Council. I think a little bit of background about me would be helpful, since I really don't know most of you. While I've lived in Vero Beach since 1999, I haven't been real active in Republican politics, although for many years in Arlington, Virginia, I was. I graduated from the University of Oklahoma with an undergraduate degree in finance and economics, and got a law degree from the University of Oklahoma. I spent 30 years in Washington, D.C. While not involved in politics, I watched them. I think I have a very good understanding of what makes the political process difficult, and why you have to have people that have experience in those matters in order to have an effective state, city, local government. I have been active in Vero Beach. Right now I'm on the Planning Commission with Craig. I've been there for about 20 years. I got that experience. I was on the Planning Commission in Arlington, Virginia for 6 years as vice chairman of that commission when we planned the metro system. I'm also on the Indian River Hospital Foundation, which is the fundraising arm of the hospital, and I've been on that for 2 years. I don't think there's any secret about what the major issues are. It's the power plant, the water system, the budget process, but I think that all of those things have contributed to our economic problems here locally, and I think that we need to focus on how to revive our community, get the spirit back in our community. I think that you need strong leadership that has an understanding of business and what makes the world go around. And I certainly have that experience. I've been involved in business. I've had my own businesses. I've run nonprofits. I've been in the cable television business, the radio business, fast food business.
15 seconds.
And I understand the problems that we have here in Vero Beach, and looking forward to working on solving those problems and the next 20 years, planning for those. Thank you.